Welcome to City Line. Today is the day you are going to get all of the tips you need for your kids who are having tantrums, and maybe get some stories from the one and only Mairlyn Smith. We've missed you, honey. Come on in here. She's traveling all around the world.
I missed you too.
So this is great. Last year in September, you decided you were going to go on this amazing road trip with your husband. You went to the West Coast.
Right.
This time you went to the East Coast. You have touched now both coasts.
I have been in the Pacific and the Atlantic Ocean. It's awesome. It's awesome.
So you brought back gorgeous photos, and I was following the whole thing on your Instagram account.
You kept commenting.
Yes, because it was amazing. Just watching your adventures, I've always wanted to go to Newfoundland.
Yeah.
Everyone who comes back from Newfoundland has the most gorgeous photos. It's just such a beautiful part of the country. So let's take a look at what you brought back with you.
Okay, so Scott wanted to go camping, and I went, oh, I don't think so. No, I'm over 40. I got to pee in the night. So we got an RV from Island RVs there in St. John's. We rented it, so we flew into to St. John's, and then we rented the RV, and it's called glamping. I didn't know there was a word.
It's glamping.
It's glamping.
It's the way to do it, people.
It really is, because in the middle of the night you get up and you use the little bathroom. Oh, it was wonderful. It was so civilized. So we did that, and it just changed because we were camping, but you know, not the other stuff. So and
there's a shower in there, right?
Yeah, but we never used it. We went and used the ones in there because we did national parks and provincial parks. Yeah, we took our flip-flops and had a couple of cold showers. That was it. Anyway, you know,
I'm awake.
I'm awake now. Let's get on the road.
Okay, so you did the glamping thing, which I think is the way to do it. So,
it is.
Of course, when you're glamping, you can have civilized meals, including your tea.
Well, you know, I'm a tea snob.
Yes,
it's kind of, and so this is the one that went with us across Canada the other way.
Yes.
And so I took it to Newfoundland. So it's had a great trip.
Nice.
It saw a lot of good stuff. And so I'd have my cup of tea every morning, and we'd make it on the, you know, we actually make it in the RV, and then, you know, I'd go out and drink it outside. And it was just a whole different trip, because I like hotels. Like,
me too.
I'm a hotel slut. Like, I love hotels. You know, it's like, so I'm in an RV. Are you kidding me? But it was wonderful. It was wonderful.
Yeah, no, there is something about it. I think when you can bring sort of some of the amenities of home, like your beautiful teacup and your saucer, it elevates your trip to that level where you feel like, I've got a bit of home, but I'm seeing this beautiful part of the country. So we always hear about the gorgeous housing in Newfoundland.
Oh my gosh.
The colors.
Oh my God, the color I'm telling you, in St. John's, it's like pretend. I mean, it's like, did Walt Disney come here and just like, okay, we're gonna do the whole town and then everyone will come? And it's just beautiful. It's burnt down twice, but it's still really pretty. So, they use wood.
They keep rebuilding it really nicely.
They do. They got a good design. And then we went and I kissed my first Newfie.
Ooh. Was your husband okay with this?
He was okay. It was a dog. Anyway, so. But you know, I'm telling you, everybody in Newfoundland, they're so friendly.
Right.
That's not a lie. They want to talk to you and they want to listen, and it's not like your turn, my turn. It's like, really? Oh, is that? And you know, I'm Irish, so the accent came really easy. So by the end of the trip, I was like, well, we're going to Rocky Harbour now, and we'll see you down there. Yeah, it's a lovely lilting way that they speak.
Yeah.
So everything they say is funny. I mean, because they're very witty.
Yes.
Yeah, very
and people are actually taking the time to have conversations. I feel like sometimes the hustle and a bustle of a big city, there's no time for that. Everyone's got their nose in the Globe and Mail, and it's like, I'm trying to get to work, honey. Don't get in my way.
No.
So it's nice to go out there and actually have real conversations and connect with the community.
Totally.
I think that's lovely.
It was great.
Okay, so now let's talk about your East Coast adventures. So we went out west and you had a great time there. You went to the easternmost point of our country.
Cape Spear.
Cape Spear.
Oh
there you are right there.
I got goosebumps when I said it because it was such a big moment to me. It was like, I did it!
Yeah.
I've done both ends of the city, the country. It was a really big city. And and I got that flag, and every province we went to, I've worn that flag.
But I thought it was a Canadian flag.
It's a Canadian
flag. A flag?
No, it's a flag. You put it on you, and it was so windy.
You wear the flag.
You put your hands in and you hold it like that. And it was so windy. Like a lot of the pictures were like, you know, and then like this, you know. But that's the only one that turned out. That's why I'm laughing my head off. And people were like, oh, she's weird. Anyway, but it's like, it's for TV. Shut up. Anyway, so yeah, it was fun. Yeah.
Okay, so what's this picture all about? So this is you on sort of a pebble stone Pebblestone Beach, coast.
So with an RV, you can go on more adventures. And so one of the locals, we went to church on Sunday, and after church we said to them, well, where would you go? And they go, oh, you got to go on a hike on the Eastern Trail.
Okay.
I think I made that word up. But anyway, it's a trail somewhere around Twillingate.
Okay.
And so off we went, and we came across this cove, and it was just like, it was magical. Actually, I got the sea urchin on that cove. I don't know.
That's a sea urchin?
That's a sea urchin shell. Isn't that neat? And it's green. You know, that's one of my favorite colors.
They've bitten me before in my foot.
Really?
Yes.
I thought that was jellyfish.
No, I got bit by a sea urchin.
Oh, bad
and
sea urchin.
They put all of their little spikes in your feet, and then someone has to pee on you. That's the only way they come out. It's the truth. I thought they were lying to me, but then my girlfriend peed on me, and they all came out of my foot.
I'm so glad you have a friend that would do that.
I know. That's a good friend. But they look really cute.
They're really pretty when they're dry.
Yeah, they're really
pretty. Good. Right on. Anyway, that's hilarious.
Okay, you in this red chair. There's a story behind this red chair.
So we were hiking. So we would park the RV in the camp, and then we'd go for a hike, because you got to walk after that. Like, you know, get out of the car. It's like, oh dear God, I think I can still do this.
Anyway, so knees moving, muscles moving.
And so we go on a hike, and all of a sudden, in the middle of nowhere, this was in a park at Terra Nova, a national park, and all of a sudden, there's these two red Muskoka chairs in the middle of nowhere. It's like, what? And so there's a thing, it was called Share the Chair, hashtag Share the Chair, and they hid two red Muskoka chairs in every national park in Canada, and we happened to find them.
That's awesome.
I know, it was so cool. And I posted the picture on social media, and I went, I don't know why they're here. And then everybody was like, it's Share the Chair, it's Share the Chair.
That's so cool that people knew that, coast to coast. So any national park you go to, you should be able to find two red Muskoka chairs.
They're secrets, so you got to find them. You have to find them.
You got to look for it. It makes it fun.
You do. It makes it fun.
Let's talk about food.
Okay.
I love what you eat
I do
on a regular basis. Like, I kind of creep your account. I'm looking at all of your meals. How did you find the East Coast fare?
Well, you know what? If you don't like fish, you've never had fresh fish. And the fish is so fresh there. I mean, I had a lobster roll, nice hairdo. It was a little windy. It was a wee windy. And we had fish and chips. Scott had fish and chips. I had chowder. The food was fantastic.
Yeah.
We went to Mallard Cottage in St. John's in Kitty Vitty. And they have such charming names like Heart's Content and all these beautiful names for towns. Like, we're from Toronto. I know. And you know, I want to be from Heart's Content. Anyway, so they had all this great food, but they also have a lot of, and I got to tell this one thing, we got screeched in. I got screeched in.
Okay.
And getting screeched in is when you become an unofficial Newfoundlander.
What do they do to you?
Well, you got to say a bunch of lines from a Newfie poem, which I just messed up. It's actually on your website. It's all there.
cityline.ca for that
That's
info.
right. And then you have to kiss a cod.
Okay, you kissed the fish?
I kissed a frozen cod on the mouth for 3 seconds. I thought she said 30. And then you drink Screech. And what's so cool about Screech? Oh, well, then I got a certificate. See, I'm actually official. And the Screech, the connection with Screech is that it's from Jamaica.
Yes.
And so they would trade their rum for salted cod.
I didn't know
And when you drank it, I brought one for you, and I brought you a hat.
So this is
the
rum.
sou'wester, that's rum. And there's your sow. I got a yellow.
This is pretty.
Isn't this pretty?
Oh my gosh.
And you drink this and you go,
I'm official. We're so lucky. Mairlyn actually video blogged her entire trip for us. Good for you. Thank you. To see all of her wacky adventures from the road, go to cityline.ca/roadtripmair. I love that you're doing this with your husband, and it's been good, right? You're not fighting.
You know what? It's brought us closer together, and who knew I was the slob in the RV? He's he's the slob at home, and he was so tidy in the RV, so he had to give me a bit of a lesson.
Role reversal.
Yeah, it was really cool.